Hello, student of class 8. Now let's continue our chapter microorganism. Yesterday we have discussed where microorganisms live, and we found that microorganism is present everywhere. Now let classify microorganism. They are classified into five major groups: bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and virus. Start from bacteria. Bacteria are one of the simplest and oldest unicellular organisms. They have been on this earth for over 1.2 billion years. They have a hard outer covering called cyst that protects them from surrounding. They remain inactive in and multiply only when conditions are favorable. They can be either autotrophs or heterotrophs. Means some bacteria can prepare their own food, so we can call they are autotrophs, and some bacteria cannot make their food. They are heterotrophs. So they can be autotrophs also and heterotrophs also. Most of them have a tough outer covering called cell wall for protections. Student, bacteria is a unicellular organism, so one cell consists, and we know that the outer membrane of the cell is called cell membrane, and but in plant cell outer membrane is called cell wall because they require extra protection from surrounding. Similarly, bacteria also have as as hard outer layer of covering and which protect them from surrounding, and this is called cell wall. They can be further classified into four groups on the base of their shape and size. Number one, coccus, or plural form we can say cocky, is a spherical shape like a football, or like bacillus is a rod like, bacillus lactobacillus, this bacteria is responsible to convert milk to curd. We know that bacteria is lactobacillus. Lactate means is a milk, and bacillus is the bacteria's name, and this is the bacteria's name, and which shapes are rod like. Third one is spirillum. The shape is spiral. And last one is vivoma shape. You can see the diagram. Bacillus A number is a rod like shape, and number B cookie is spherical, and C number vibrio is a comma shape. Hello student, now let's know about fungi. We have seen mushroom which grow in a damp places, or would have eaten them as a dish, or are also fungi. The yeast is another common fungus that is used in baking industry. Baking industry like bread, If you keep openly, then you can see some mode created here. Some mode created here. Fungi are both unicellular and microscopic like yeast, or multicellular maybe like mushroom. So remember, yeast is fungi and mushroom is also fungi. Yeast is very small. We cannot see by naked eye. We have to use microscope to observe this yeast. And fungi can be large also, like mushroom, which can be seen by naked eye, and which also we eat. They show saprophytic mode of nutrition and obtain their food from the dead and decaying organic matter. So remember, fungi are saprophytic. They always follow the saprophytic mode of nutrition, means they absorb the nutrition from dead and decaying matter, organic matter. Some example of fungi, for example, Rhizopus, Penicillium, etc. So Rhizopus diagram you can see in figure A, Agaricus in figure B, Penicillium C. So all are fungi here. So fungi can be unicellular, can be multicellular also. Fungi always follow saprophytic mode of nutrition, means they take their food from dead and decaying organic matter.